Now Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Here we go. First and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Stay 50, stay 50. 32.
Now Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Rams 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Stafford. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Rams first down.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so, I wanna get to it. So right. It's so right. I wanna get to it. So right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy going to the air right away.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
21.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18. Watch out.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ford on the stop.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They go play action here. Purdy. And it is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open?
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
It's the score, Niners 14, Rams 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
8 yards on
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
No gain on the play.
They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that's complete to Adams. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
49ers 17-yard line.
Stafford. Pass complete there to Nacua. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. That is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed, because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Davante Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now it's Stafford. He's got the connection downfield to Atwell. Down to the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tutu Atwell, 71 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
A third quarter now and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Purdy. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua from 6 yards.